Adrian Pinto, the second baseman, leading things off. Arjun Namala will be DHing, batting second. Sean Keys at third base bats third. Javon Ward will be in right field, batting cleanup. Cutter Coffey will be at shortstop, batting fifth. Hitting sixth is the first baseman, Brennan Orff. Batting in the seventh spot will be Eddie Micheletti Jr. He'll be in left field. Alex Stone will catch and bat eighth, and Jacob Wetzel will be in left field, batting in the ninth spot. I should say in center field, batting in the ninth spot, with Fernando Perez, the right-hander, on the hill. For the Indians, it'll be Jared Thomas that will lead things off. He'll be in left field tonight. Braden Wimmer, the third baseman, bats second. Andy Perez will be at short, batting third. It's Aiden Longwell DHing tonight. He'll be in the cleanup spot. First baseman Skylar Messenger bats fifth. Cole Messina will catch and hit sixth. It's Caleb Hudson playing in center field, batting seventh. Jesus Bugarine will be in right, batting eighth. And Gene Perez will be at second base, batting ninth, with McCade Brown, the right-hander, on the hill. When we come back, all the action between the Indians and the Canadians, that's next on 103.5 The Game. Welcome back, everyone, to Avista Stadium. The right-hander McCade Brown going through his warm-up tosses, making his first start as a Spokane Indian. Brown, 6'6", 225-pound right-hander, a third-round pick in 2021 out of Indiana, a native of Normal, Illinois. Through last year in Fresno, through 6 games, went 0-2, an ERA of 7.36. 14 2/3 innings. He gave up 14 hits, 13 runs, 12 of them earned. He struck out 20, walked 8 in those 14 2/3 innings, as he's coming back from injury that has sidelined him for a couple of seasons. As Brown will see defensively behind the plate, Cole Messina, third-round pick out of South Carolina, will do the catching tonight. Down at third base, it will be Braden Wimmer who will be manning third. Andy Perez is over at short. Gene Perez is at second. And it will be Skylar Messenger out at first base in the infield. Jared Thomas will be in left field. Caleb Hobson will be in center. And it will be Jesus Bugarine in right field. The Indians tonight wearing their, well, how do we call them? The Wednesday night jerseys, the ribby jerseys. I'm losing my mind right now, trying to remember what they're exactly called. I need to have a piece of paper in front of me. But anyway, the specialty jerseys on Wednesday, as they will be taking on the Canadians, who are wearing their black jerseys tonight. Adrian Pinto, right-handed batting second baseman, will step in as he leads things off, hitting .273. He's got a homer and an RBI. 0 for 3 in last night's opener, as the first pitch from Brown is low and away. And it's ball one. Our first pitch brought to you by the UPS Store. UPS Store, be unstoppable. Sign up to be a UPS Store baseball buddy at any participating UPS store this summer. Next offering, over for a called strike. And that'll level the count. 1 ball, 1 strike to Pinto. Pinto hitting .273. He's got 1 homer and 1 RBI. Pitch from Brown down low on the fastball, measuring 99 according to the gun on the scoreboard out in right center field. 2 balls and 1 strike to Pinto. Pitch swung on and missed. High heat there coming from Brown, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Arjun Namala, the DH, and then Sean Keys, the third baseman, to follow. Top 3 in the Vancouver order here tonight. Brown works from that middle of the pitching rubber as the 2-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. 99 on the gun as Pinto becomes the first Divines strikeout of the night. Every Indians hurler strikeout brought to you by Divines Towing and Automotive Service with a halo. So Pinto heads back to the dugout, and that'll bring up Arjun Namala, the DH, batting .313. He's got a homer and an RBI. Brown's first pitch, fastball right down the pipe for a called strike. It's 0-1. Oh, 1 delivery from Brown, and that fastball outside as Messina trying to frame that. One ball and 1 strike to Namala. Fastball hits the outside edge. 1 ball and 2 strikes as Namala taking a brief break out of the batter's box. The red band jerseys. There we go. Red band jerseys. Yeah. That pitch outside. Man, it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yes, it's amazing. You just got to think about it for a second. Ugh. I know the Operation Fly Together's on Friday as the pitch is swung on and missed by Namala, and he goes down on strikes, and that's the second straight divine strikeout thrown by McCade Brown, and 2 up and 2 down for the Canadians in their half of the first inning. Sean Keys, his first appearance of this series, did not play in last night's game. Left-handed batting third baseman, hitting .286. Has scored a pair of runs, his 3 walks tied for 7th most in the league. First pitch from Brown swung on and fouled out of the mitt of the catcher Messina, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Yes, Ribby the Red Band Trout. Always look forward to Ribby's visits in the 6th inning. No balls and 1 strike, the count to Keys. Nobody on, 2 out here in the top half of the first inning as we are just underway. Lights are on here at Avista Stadium. Slight sunshine, and I say that because it's clouded out in left and center field as the pitch inside on the fastball to Keys and runs it to 2 balls and 1 strike. Thomas having to shield his eyes a little bit, although the sun not directly in his eyes, that we'll see as the summer goes along. 2-1 delivery, and that pitch called strike on the inside corner, and Brown evens it at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Perez in at the hole at second base. Andy Perez up the middle of the diamond short as the pitch swung on and missed on a high fastball. And Brown comes out and strikes out the side in order to start off this top half of the first inning. 3 divine strikeouts, 3 up, 3 down for the Canadians. We head to the bottom of the first, Vancouver nothing, and the Indians coming to bat. To the top half of the second inning, Indians and the Canadians scoreless. Indians getting a runner as far as third base before having that rally fizzle, as it will be starting it off for the Vancouver Canadians. Javon Ward, left-handed batting right fielder, hitting .125 thus far this season. 0 for 2 in last night's game. Did score a run after drawing a walk as the pitch is a called strike from McCade Brown, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Ward leads the league with 7 free passes. He's 5th in on-base percentage, .533 on the season. Pitch, and that one just inside as Messina holding that one for the home plate umpire to look. And it's even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Middle third of the order for the Canadians. Ward followed by Cutter Coffey, the shortstop, and first baseman Brennan Orff. All 3 returners from last year's Vancouver club. Pitch is fouled straight back in the screen, and Brown jumps ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ward acquired by the Blue Jay organization in a trade with Milwaukee last season. His first series was against the Indians up in Vancouver. Came right before the first half of the season ended. 1-2 pitch is low and inside, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hit a home run in that series to the deep right center field, which in Vancouver is a poke at Nat Bailey Stadium. Brown shaking off the initial sign, now steps back as his 2-2 delivery. Breaking ball right down the heart of the plate, and he fooled Ward with that one. As heading back to the dugout is Ward, the 4th divine strikeout of the night already for McCade Brown, and there's 1 away in the second. Cutter Coffey, right-handed batting shortstop, hitting .273. He's got a homer and 1 RBI. 1 for 4 last night. He has struck out 6 times in the early going this season. That is 6th most in the league. Pitch is a called strike from Brown as he jumps ahead 0-1. No talking with pitching coaches through minor league systems over the years. Strike 1 is always emphasized. Get that out of the way. Get the batter behind. Brown comes back, same slider and a same result, 0-2 the count. Now as a pitcher, you're just in total control of the count here. See how he goes after Coffey. 0-2 fastball, low and outside. 98 on the gun on that offering, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. But certainly that pitch giving Coffey something to think about as the right-hander's 1-2 delivery, and that fastball called strike 3 on the outside corner. And Messina and Brown both knew it as they started walking away and getting up and throwing it to third base as soon as that ball hit the mitt. 5 straight divine strikeouts from McCade Brown to start off this contest, as that'll bring up Brennan Orff, first baseman, hitting .500. Played 1 game down in Tri-Cities, went 2 for 4, knocked in a run and scored 2. First pitch swinging, and Orff drives it out into left center field. On the run is Hobson, and he is there as he tracks down that line drive and takes away extra bases as the Canadians go 1-2-3 for the second straight inning. We head to the bottom of the second. Indians nothing, Vancouver nothing. All 6 batters thus far, 5 of them by strikeout. Facing the bottom third of the Vancouver order, Eddie Micheletti, the left fielder, will lead things off. Hitting .222 through the first 4 games of the season. No homers, 2 RBI. First pitch, Micheletti is outside on a fastball. 1 ball and no strikes. Alex Stone, the catcher, and then Jacob Wetzel, center fielder, will follow here in this third inning as the pitch inside from Brown, and that'll leave it 2 balls and no strikes to Micheletti. First action of this series, as he did not play last night, from Wilmington, Delaware. 6'1", 220-pound outfielder pops that one up, foul territory. Third base side, that'll sail into the seats. And that's 2 balls and 1 strike. Micheletti, a 8th round pick last year out of Virginia Tech. Played last season in Dunedin. And Brown wanting a new baseball. Didn't like the feel of that one, and will now go back to work. Micheletti leading it off here in the third. 2 balls and 1 strike, the count. Right-hander step back, and the fastball right down the pipe, but called a ball. 3 balls and 1 strike, the count. Brown, the right-hander, comes back, and that pitch is lifted high in the air out into left field. Thomas drifting over to his right, and he's there to make the catch. Micheletti flies out to left for out number 1 here in the third. Alex Stone, his first action of this series. Right-handed batting catcher, hitting .250. Played 1 game down in Tri-Cities, went 1 for 4, knocked in a run. Stone, a returner from last year, signed as a free agent in July by the Blue Jays as the pitch is a called strike, and it's 0-1. Stone, 6'5", 235-pound catcher from Andover, New Jersey. 0-1 delivery, and that pitch is low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Infield straightaway, outfield straightaway as well. Lights on here at Avista Stadium. No sun on the field. And as the fastball hits that outside corner, Brown jumps ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 delivery. Swung on, fouled straight back over on the first base side, I should say. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It remains to Alex Stone. Jacob Wetzel on deck. A 1-2 delivery, breaking ball, and fouled off at home plate. So Brown now going into year number 5 in the Rockies system. As the pitch just misses outside. That's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Had Tommy John back in 2023. Caused him to miss the entire season. Came back last year, as we mentioned, with 12 appearances overall between the ACL and Fresno. Pitch, a called strike 3 on the outside corner. He's just picking the black right off the plate as Brown will get another divine strikeout. That his 6th in 2 2/3. 2 away for the Canadians here in the third inning. Jacob Wetzel, left-handed batting center fielder, looking for his first hit in 2 games, went 0 for 6 down in Tri-Cities in the Canadians' opening series. Pitch inside to Wetzel as he had to jackknife his way back of that offering. 1 ball, no strikes. Wetzel, 5'10", 225-pounder from Walkersville, Maryland. Pitch is fouled straight back by Wetzel, and it's even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Was in the Cubs system last season, and then was claimed by the Blue Jays in a Rule 5 acquisition this past December. 1-1 delivery, and that pitch outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Lefty up and warming down in the Indians bullpen. Stu Fleslin, the Mount Spokane product and University of Washington grad, 11th round pick in 2023, now warming. 2-1 pitch, lifted in the air, out into left field. Easy one for Thomas. He takes a couple of steps in, and the left fielder right there to make the play as Brown retires the side in order for the 3rd straight inning. We go to the bottom half of the 3rd. Indians nothing, Vancouver nothing.